smoke and two flashbangs, which makes me think they're going to be going for a B play here. And with Elite, a lot of the players looking in the direction of B, that could very well be the case. But no, the bomb has been picked up and dropped. They are going for some sort of default, at least for the time being. And instead, the Xbox smoke will be coming in. No B rush for me today. Magila sits patiently in their own smoke. That is so well played. Magila counters just the right time. Fieri gets a frag as well. Magila looking for their third in the pistol, but my goodness, what an incredible performance from Afterparty early on. And, well, a swing on in from Banjay means that, yeah, that was a pretty damn good round for Afterparty. They do not lose a single player. And Elite, they're just left sitting confused. I was quite confused that that's the play they went for as well, I'll be fully honest with you. I thought for sure they were going for B, but no, Fieri cuts that down very early on, and Magila does all he needs to towards short and catwalk. And that second headshot is just lovely stuff. And, well, now it's Koita in middle. He's doing a little bit of jump spotting, and Fieri could potentially be in a bit of the danger zone here. I do not like a FAMAS at that long range, and not many people do. But great information gained as to where a lot of these T's are going, but surprisingly, only one player rotates back on over, and that will be Philzas. Philzas in a 1v4 against rushing T's at long range towards an A bomb side with Eagles. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful and a bit of a handful. Flashbang will be raining over the top, though, and Monkey's grenade, that could be absolutely astronomical, but no, it lands too high and bounces just a bit too far. Philzas does not actually find the first, but does get the second as Monkey comes in and is a huge help to the cause. This retake almost fully laced together by Monkey himself. And Koita does well to find a couple of frags in there with his friend Stitch. But other than that, Monkey will get that defuse, and Afterparty now put onto 2 rounds on the board. Great start so far for the Afterparty boys on their CT side. And Elite aren't quite feeling as elite as their name might suggest over these first couple of incidences. Now heading into the third round. As that bomb timer ticks on down. Sheila does a quick drive-by of mid-doors. Doesn't see anyone with his deagle. But I must say, it's a much stronger buy here for Elite in round number 3 than it is for Afterparty. This is very much the bonus round off the CT side. Bane J with an A1S is in a good position to hold that middle, holding that pixel angle. Anyone tries to cross without properly smoking is going to be in trouble. And Vane J will be catching the first just like that. Koita will fall, now a 5v4. Spamming down through the doors as well. Does continually give up his position, but at the same time, it terrifies the T's from trying to cross over towards Xbox. Continues to spam on down, forced to fall away to reload. And Dardy now, brilliant pre-fire onto the head of Philzas. But look at this from Fier. I don't know how he's gotten up top mid, but he has. Finds a bomb carrier. Dardy will spin around and trade it, but Bane J, it's a good spray, and Stitch will fall. Back to the 3v2. The FAMAS on Monkey isn't quite enough so far. Flashbang over the top, though, will force him into blindness, but Monkey blinds himself just ahead of his own flashbang. Runs out of ammo, switches over to the MP9, but it's not going to matter. Magila in from the back lines. Great delay, at least from Monkey, to allow for his teammates to come in and help. Now as we head into the fourth, it's still not looking good for Elite. That was their full buy round. And with them losing it, they're back to just the pistols at best. Dardy, it's a shame after such an incredible entry to the round. And some great kills throughout the rest of it. It is just going to be Afterparty laughing all the way to the bank. Now Monkey decides to switch things up a bit here, and an opportunity that's been opened up with the addition of the mid-blocker, pushing straight through underpass, but Stitch and Dardy on the Deagles bag a frag apiece, and that's a worrying sign for Afterparty. Their over-aggression is not rewarded, and their lackluster aim when coming into their engagements immediately gets them closed down. As round number 4 ensues, still a heavy advantage here to just the initial Deagle players. Nice headshot coming through onto Adonis, but it won't kill him as it clips him through the edge of the steps. The Eagle players now approaching up long. Oh, Philzas, it's messy. Does get both of them though, and that's the bomb down. Yeah, finds one as well onto Stitch, and now we're into a 2v2. Afterparty still have every opportunity to recover this, but for some reason they're not rotating into A. The bomb has been dropped. And no longer can J watch this angle. Fier, though, desperately trying to beat the AK players to it. Swings on in, gets a headshot onto Adonis, and now Darty lost alive in a 1v2. Has a Deagle, has an MP9, but he knows the MP9 is useless at this kind of range. Forced down to the hand cannon. What can he simply get done in a situation such as this? And the answer is likely very little. Does switch over to an AK, but Fier does not allow him the opportunity to use it, and that's a good recovery. Fourth on the board for Afterparty, but for them to get it so drastically close in the first place is a little bit of a cause for concern. Darty just giving a freebie there onto the stairs. And Filzas, if he doesn't find 2 on A long, that would probably be the round said and done for Afterparty. Yeah. Round timer starts to pick itself up once again. Elite looking to put their first on the board. They have an all 4 AKs in tow, plenty of utility, and Fier, well, he's got the right idea, but doesn't know that Hayes has already crossed over. Forced to fall away with a lack of information. Could be in for a bit of a nasty shock here, but this is great positioning, but the barrel of the A1S is sticking out. Hayes will be able to see this, and that's going to be a freebie for him. Down goes Fier. And Magila is left to try and pick things up. Left to do his teammates' dirty work. Full blinded for the meantime. Hayes doesn't start his spam though. Magila just needs to poke his head up. And he will finally see that gun barrel in return. 4 versus 4 will ensue. And the A bomb site is still under threat. The push-up is coming in through short. But as soon as I say that, it appears I've cast as cursed it again. It will be a B split here. In fact, not even a split. It's the CTs who are coming through upper tunnels. My apologies. And Koita, well, he's very much in the danger zone, but both of the CTs decide against going down through double doors. And Magila just needs to be able to deal with this AWP threat instead. J gets a dink on the Stitch, and a flashbang comes over the top. The double swing should have came on through then and there, but still, they're buying far too much time. Koita catches Magila. Filzas is about to swing into 2 players, forced out by the Molotov, and the CTs have almost definitely ruled themselves out of this retake. Monkey will be continually watching the position of his opposition AWPer, but so far nothing will come of it. Bomb continually ticking away. And Monkey, my God, gets immediately dinked by Adonis and Elite. The first round they put on the board, they certainly do it in style. The CT economy now looking quite ropey, despite only losing the first in this entire game. Yeah, the only way to hold that position, in my opinion, is if you're standing on top of the box there. You cannot afford to stick your barrel out. As well, what just happened happens. Afterparty, though, they still have a 3-round lead that they can cling on to. But with Dust 2 being a completely different ball game, the strategies that they were so easily able to pull to pieces on the map of Inferno are just completely nuanced to them here on Dust 2. Adonis finds a first, second, and third. Oh my goodness, Adonis! What an incredible set of entries. That's the A-bomb site completely overrun. There's nothing that can really be done here. Monkey, great 1D onto Adonis, but again, it's too little too late. Oh, is it? Yes, it is. Stitch pushing on through. Catches. Oh my goodness. Filzas on the reload, but Filzas still isn't going to go down. 2 frags to his name to the 3 of Adonis. Does full blind himself. Not the best start to a retake. Also giving up his position for free, but also catches another player. Koita goes down. Filzas has no idea where the last is. Almost lands a headshot, but it will be Hayes to deny what was an incredible clutch attempt. Valiant effort, but just a bridge too far. Now heading into round number 7. Well, it will be the CTs heavily on the back foot. Yeah, Magila got very unlucky there. About 8 flashbangs just completely wipe him out of any sense of usefulness. Now, Stitch The nades. Absolutely brutal. But you know what's even more brutal? The one-taps, the headshots coming through from these Ts. Yeah, last alive in the 1v5. Does spot the AWPer. Not quite the headshot, though. Adonis is on a measly 12 points of health, but in order for Fier to get there, it would be quite the impressive achievement. Does get taken down by Koiter on the AWP. And that's a third on the board for Elite. Apologies there, ladies and gentlemen. I do have a frozen feed for the moment. Hopefully that fixes itself up in just a couple of moments. Yeah, I can't actually see anything at the moment. And, oh, has that gone back to me? No, we've gone back to the scoreboard. So we are, of course, in the elimination matchup. And there we go. We got the feedback. It's all good. Not necessarily all good for Afterparty, though, as they've now let 3 rounds slip in a row, and their rear flanker has just been cut down in the form of the air. Oh, that's a messy one, but Magila somehow comes out on top and survives the Molotov raging behind him in this 4v2 situation. Bomb still dropped towards T-Spawn, and now Koiter gets dropped by Monkey. Stitch 1v4. Finally, Afterparty are recovering themselves, and this is the first proper gun round fight they've been able to win, which is good to see. They're not completely ruled out there just yet. Stitch now. I think he's just missed the crossing player there. And Venjay will give himself up by chucking a grenade on through. Not a single player watching this B bomb site. Stitch can just waltz on and get a free bomb plant. Vegeta, incredibly low HP here, is somehow going to win that firefight, so I take everything back. And Afterparty, they will put 5 on the board. A 2-round lead retained by them. And Elite, they are going to have the money to reinvest into this round. A great mid-push that we missed in this round will result in the man advantages we saw for Afterparty. And if we can see some more balanced aggression from this CT side, just like we saw on Inferno, again, we will be in for a real treat, and I feel like that is where Afterparty perform best, when they are the aggressors. Utility expended down towards A-long doors, and Hayes is not having a great time with his vision. No longer 20-20, but 20 seconds blinded instead. Banejake catches Hayes, and now we're back to a man advantage for the CT side. The air flashed off the angle, sees a man running down catwalk. Should be able to get this call up towards his team, and a bomb has now gone and been retrieved by Stitch. Looks like another re-execute on the cards here for the side of Elite. They've had decent success with it so far. They will be sending Stitch to try and sell a fake towards B. And that is going to draw a lot of attention from the CTs. In fact, far too much. Philzas is actually going to be rotating through CT spawn. The smoke comes in to trap him in there. Magila, fully blinded, starts to spray. Doesn't catch anyone with it. And now a frantic flurry of just desperate attempts at defense. But Stitch catches Magila down first. Philzas still looking for a frag, but no one is showing themselves. He's about to walk straight into the open arms of Darty. Frag falls his way. And I don't know why they send so many people towards B off of just that one smoke grenade. Fake though by the side of Elite and Fiat. Well, does deal with Darty. Monkey's come back in to help to try and ensure that his teammate has not been cut down. A lovely little headshot onto Adonis, and now it's just a game of survival, which looks like he will be at least winning for the time being. Watching the right angle too. Stitch looking to pounce on through, gets the frag, looking for one more with the 5-7, and it's a lovely cleanup from Monkey. Shame he wasn't able to do that about 20 seconds earlier and get the defuse in there. And the round starts so well for Afterparty. They're just unable to hold on to the A-bomb site once again. Something they really need to try and reevaluate here. Not only was it just like a couple of missed aim duels, But an over-rotation and just, again, an inability to hold on to that mischievous bomb site. Adonis, though, out very, very quickly. Up close and personal, catches a blind unknown. Blind fills that. Yeah, will trade things back, but Darty's back in for another one. An elite, they're not done fighting yet. BJ ready to swing on out to long to revenge his fallen teammate, but then thinks against it. Or does he? Oh, it's a nice push, but the aim is not there. Goita catches the aggressing BJ, and last alive now for the CTs will be Magila on just the AWP. He's ran over, scurried to the B bomb site to try and save this AWP. But will the T's allow him this time? Yes, Nick, this is indeed the 5th match of today. This is the final chance at making playoffs for both of these two teams. Otherwise, they will be going home empty-handed. Magila desperately trying not to go home empty-handed himself, but does lose the AWP by. Goita catches him trying to sneak through upper tunnels. And that will be all she wrote for him and his big green. Now, just the pistols in play, and great utility usage from Elite here. Awesome execute on towards a long. Just, yeah, plentiful compliments all round for this Elite side, as they've really pieced themselves back together in these past couple of rounds. Bit of jump spotting there from Goita. Will catch a pistol player in towards middle. BJ sits patiently with a CZ. As Stitch starts onto Monkey. Darty looks to aggress to ensure the stairs are secure for him and his teammate. And he checks the angle perfectly. Magila, though, he's had a lot of impact on very limited weaponry, but Darty, his headshots are fine and dandy. And again, Elite are going to put a relatively easy round up on the board, a 6-5 scoreline, as Just Fier is left in a 1v4. Bomb already over on the furthest side of the map to him as possible. Bomb planted on B will be causing problems for Fier. And just to add insult to injury, it looks as if even Darty is on the hunt. One more bullet needed to kill him, and Fier does remove an AK from play. There's a potential for him to try and save this too. But, oh, there's not enough ammo in the AK. Whether that was by design or just by incident. It's a very unfortunate set of circumstances. That could certainly have been a 2K spray down if orchestrated properly. Darty, though, is having such a terror in these last couple of rounds. Some very crisp aims keeping him afloat. Now in the latter stages of the first half, into round number 12. Again, it is Elite in the lead, but it has been quite closely contested. Afterparty surprising me, though, after winning 4 in a row. Only won a single round in between the enemy's 6. And I thought they were destined for more. Much, much slower pace from both teams heading into this one. And a much, much messier spray. Magila catches Darty. Stitch will trade on back, but look at this from BJ. It is going to be a double kill. Bilzas now, oh, he sees the bomb carry, but he panics. The B-hop in Orpa will live to fight another day, and the Molotov, it's not going to do too much damage as it misses the mark. Adonis now looking to keep his Orpa alive in the back lines. Oh, Goita does get spotted, though. Misses a crucial opportunity to frag onto Monkey. And Monkey will continue to try and bait out a shot with the barrel of his A1S. Adonis, though, will go down to the man of Phil's ass himself. Goita chucks a flashbang over the top of his own smoke, but he doesn't realize that bomb is certainly being stuck. Monkey now with a knife runs on in, and oh, it's a nice nose-go from Goita, but he won't live longer than that. Yeah, with the USP, seals the deal, and now a 6-6 scoreline ensues. Even Stevens as we head further into the home stretch. 3 rounds left to play on the first half, and both of these teams have been putting up a great performance when it comes down to it. Now, heading into the 13th, it will be Stitch early on out. Good flashbang, good kill, nice trade, but Adonis pulls back a man advantage. Vayne Jake gives up his own position by spamming through A-long doors, and now that causes Elite to rotate in towards middle, where already Dardy has got them great presence. This man is a mischievous mastermind. And if they go for the A split here, it will be Magila to cut down Adonis, but he's left far too out in the open, and Hayes will capitalize once again. Another trade. 2 versus 3 now ensuing, as Vayne Jake waltzes back up towards this A-bomb site, and Filzas, well, he's going to go down to Dardy. This is now perfect B-split opportunity, as they know the last player alive doesn't stand a chance if they play this one together, and I'm pretty sure they still remember him as being the A-long player, and they do. Dardy is a monster right now, and despite only being 12 and 10, his entries have been critical, and a lot of his kills have been some of the most impactful across the entire game so far. Well, penultimate round of the first half. It's going to be a miserable Deagle scout buy from Afterparty after their fun has certainly been ruined. Just gorgeous shots at such long range. Koita though out A-long early as Filzas goes in for more Deagle shots. And yeah, does this time manage to cause enough of a distraction with his teammate to get a dink on the back of the skull of one of his opposition. I believe that was indeed Dardy himself. Not Filzas, Vayne Jake back in one more as Monkey on his own Deagle catches the head of Hayes. 4 versus 2 now. These Desert Eagles are causing absolute mania. Three v 2 now. Koita brings it back to a 2v2. Fier will fall. And the health on Filzas is not good, especially the weapon he's rolling with in comparison. Spotted by Adonis, he will go down. Vayne Jake, it's a gorgeous headshot, but Adonis seals the deal. Gets far closer than Elite would have liked. But Afterparty, at least they will be able to afford a full buy going into the last round of the first half. Yeah, good that he gets the knife kill. Not the knife kill, sorry. Good that he gets the 5-7 kill this time through. But again, it wasn't quite enough for the full round capitalization. Now heading into the final round of the first half. It will be Fier to once again open up, this time onto Stitch. Look at that double up from Filzas. Beautifully done. Magila now chiming on in too. And that's a flawless round for the CTs in the last round of the half. And I can't quite believe my eyes. It really does not feel like the last round of the half should be that damn quick. But what do you know? Elite now switching over to that CT side. Afterparty, of course, on the opposing. Afterparty, if they win this pistol, I really do fancy their prospects. And Fier, what a lovely little drive-by in middle as Filzas goes and fills in the rest at the top. 3k to his name in total in that final. The Elite still lead by a single round. They're fighting for the Kosovo scene, as Elite do the same for the Estonian. Lower tunnels control Canadian. Ah, goodness me, excuse me. Combination of being tired and solo casting. Yeah, tunnels control taken. Cleared on out. No CTs found locating in there this time. Now Koita has a lot on his hands. Sees Magila dancing around the double doors. Unable to find the hit just yet. As the rest of Afterparty look to go out A-long. And Magila? I don't know what Magila's plan is here, but I know Dardy is damn well trying not to die as he gets rushed down through pit. That's a lovely little jump over there from Philzas, but Adonis, he's looking towards short, catches the second headshot to his name in this round. Goiter as well, causing havoc. Philzas onto one more, 2 to his tally. The only man with kills to his name on the T side. Goiter catches Monkey. Bomb has been retrieved now, but it's going to be Goiter with a 3K to deny anything for Philzas. And now the 2-round advantage no longer resides with Afterparty, but instead it resides with Elite. Lovely stuff there from Philzas, but again, it's just not going to be enough. Heading into round number 17, it will just be the Desert Eagle investment here from Afterparty. No armor, no utility, just the deco round. Elite looking far more promising. Have a little bit of a bonus round going on. Two A1Ss, a FAMAS and 2 MP9s. And there's no way this should not be enough to hold off an Afterparty onslaught. Player spotted by Magila down towards short. Now he's got 2 eyes trained straight on his position, and Goiter capitalizes quite nicely. Magila goes down early, and now Philzas. Yeah, he's going to fall to Adonis. 5v3 here for the CT side, and they're absolutely steamrolling Afterparty right now, round after round. Already a very clean start to the second half. Shots missing again for Afterparty. And Goiter picks off one more. Yeah, an instrumental figure so far in this matchup for Afterparty, but Stitch and Goiter even more so in this round, it seems, as Goiter banks a 3K and Stitch a lovely jumper to finish it off. And ladies and gents, don't forget what we're playing for here. Don't forget what's on the line. Spot in playoffs and a potential to take home the lion's share of $20,000. That's what both of these two teams are fighting for. And in round number 18, the fight will very much be continuing onwards. It's a nice little spam there from Hayes, but Monkey cuts him down eventually. Stitch will get a 2K spray down with a FAMAS of his own, and now Goiter goes for the third. Monkey does keep things alive for his squad. Smoke comes down towards CT. He's got another one for the other side, but can he actually capitalize on this 1v2? With an AK, admittedly, but it's just a tough 1v2 to be thrust into. You almost know that for 100% there is going to be a guy coming behind you, especially with this much time left on the clock. But instead of pushing through, Darty does something even better. He just sits there and waits menacingly, holding an off angle so Monkey would never expect it. Jiggling around A-long doors will be Monkey One. Dead bodies litter A-long, but Monkeys is not one of them just yet. He continues to shift down towards A. He knows his time is running out slowly. He knows it's better to get the bomb down sooner rather than later. Oh my good lord, Monkey, what a one-tap. That is beautifully done. Goes for the plant on the A-bomb site, and this is now a very winnable clutch. Decides to play it safe. Edges his way towards Gandalf, as slowly but surely Darty ramps on in. But Darty's faster than Monkey. Starts to spray early, but Monkey's the one to finish it off. Gorgeously done. Down goes Darty, and Afterparty, they set themselves up onto an 19th round of play. And in a third of a second half, it will be Afterparty bringing themselves back into the swing of things. What a hero round from, I believe that's the Lithuanian flag. And that one tap towards CT was godly from the man. Now heading into this 19th round. Again, the mid-watcher's too late to see anything particularly special crossing the double doors. Flash comes on through, and Darty immediately deals with Philzas. Dink comes through. Darty down to 61. But again, not enough for the kill until Fier does that onto Adonis in pit. The CTs are being brought all over the map now. I have no idea where this execute's coming in. And Hayes, well, he does a lot of damage there. Takes down Vanjay in his pride. And oh no, Koita gets a freebie onto Magila. 2v4 now. As Fier continues to hold top mid. Monkey edges his way ever closer. Does have two people on his tail. Misses the first opportunity. Gets taken out by Koita on the A1S. And Fier has a lot left to do to try and claw this back. 28 seconds left for the man of Fier. And it looks as if he's either just going to have to save or try and win out this gunfight. And the answer is he'll be able to do neither. 11 on the board now for Elite as they slowly start to pull away. 11 to 8 on Dust 2 CT side. It's starting to look quite deadly. Afterparty just desperately needed to pick Inferno on this one. Dust 2 not proving to be their map so far. Back onto just the unupgraded pistols for most people here. As Vanjay edges his way down middle again. Will he be lucky again this time? Smoke dropped. Stitch finds the entry. Again, the CTs have every advantage here. It's a slow-paced one, but they're stacking things up towards B short. Hayes now has a lot on his plate and decides to unscope the silencer as he's being pushed down from short. Minute 5 left to go. Molotov reigns true towards that short position and Hayes catches Fier off guard. Now they try and push on through. Surge through into middle, but the grenade is good, as is Hayes and Adonis' crossfire. Adonis bags one, Adonis bags a second, and that's 12 on the board now to Elite. As Afterparty are really struggling. A 12 to 8 scoreline, these 4 rounds in a lead for our side of Elite. And this game is going considerably better for them than their last one. Losing 16 to 4 to CEE Gaming. Always love those cheeky little replay graphics from Intel. But I'd also love to see some more bloodshed action, just like we did on Inferno. I know it's a lot to be asking of these two teams, and obviously they cannot hear me. Yeah, in round number 21, Magila goes back to retrieve the bomb, and the rest of Afterparty are gearing up for something to do with mid doors or short. Still a 5v5 as that clock ticks on down, though. Magila running with the bomb out. Always a little bit risky. We'll start to hedge his bets with the rest of the team in towards middle. Smoke goes down. In towards CT spawn, and the B split is definitely coming in. 53 seconds left to play with. And, well, yeah, nice shot onto Darty. Hayes goes down as well to Magila. And this is starting to turn into a pretty good round for Afterparty. In fact, they've got the B-bomb site completely uncontested now. They play the time perfectly, get 2 gorgeous entries. And now that's all she wrote. That's all they can do on the side of Elite. They just have to go and save. Their economy, despite a lot of round wins, is not in a great position. Neither is Afterparty's. They can't afford to lose anyone here. A round win flawlessly with a bomb plant, not a single point of damage taken, is going to be such a reinvigorating statistic for this Afterparty squad. They desperately needed that confidence back, and now this should hopefully be enough to net them some. However, I do not like this over-aggression, or I do not like the fact that they're hunting here. It's simply not worth it with their own economy being that low down in the dumps. They can obviously buy another weapon for someone who goes down here, but still, why give the CTs anything more than they already have? However, that's a very nice frag from Magila. Stitch goes down, and even more money is stolen away from this side of Elite. Because of the A1S meta now, they can buy up everyone on this CT side. There's actually a lot more money in the back pockets than I anticipated there to be. A great entry there from Fier. Now heading into the 22nd round of play. We're slowly heading towards the home stretch of this match, ladies and gents. And it's been a marathon of a day so far for both of these teams. Adonis, fully blinded, still somehow manages to find the first, manages to find the second through the body of his teammate. Now a 5v3 ensues, and already we're straight back into the antics of Elite. And finally, Monkey cuts one back. Monkey, the MVP so far of this T-side for Afterparty, will catch another one in Darty. Back to the 3v3 situation, and there is still a serious opportunity for both teams here. I don't know how they keep pulling these ones back on the side of both teams, in fact, but they do. They keep getting them competitive, and now the switch-up begins. Bomb rotates over towards this B-bomb site. They're dancing it fast through T-spawn. And only one defender sits ready and waiting on this B-bomb site, and it will be the man himself of Stitch. As Koita and Hayes await on the wrong bomb site. Afterparty, still with Util in tow, are going to be executing onto B. They need to be quick, though. They need to make sure those Molotovs are in good positions. And they start to unleash hell. I didn't realize they even had a flashbang left between them, but they do. An unknown, sorry, not unknown, Filzas. It's a great headshot onto Stitch. This should just about secure them round number 22 as well. The retake is coming in thick and fast, but look at this positioning from VaneJ. Needs to make sure his barrel's not sticking out too far, but the Orb should be giving himself up before VaneJ's barrel is given anything. And the Orb does give himself up, but oh my god, what a good shot from Koita. Now Filzas, Monkey, 2v2, Koita on measly 8 points of health. Hayes on the full Monty, but Monkey is there in the sideline to cut down Hayes before he can cause any further havoc. Afterparty, that's 10 on the board. They've reached double digits and now only a 2-round deficit to Elite. Koita walks straight into Monkey as well. There's no saving for him. Instead, an ult picked up for the T side. And on a map like Dust 2, that is an invaluable piece of equipment. The madness will continue to unfurl after Darty gets an incredible 2k entry. Monkey trades it back with a 2k of his own. And without that 2k, this round would have gone an incredibly different way. Filzas, lovely headshot on the entry to B. And just the recap of this round is impeccable for Afterparty. They played so well after getting so bullied towards A-Long at the start. And now with nobody to deny them any A-Long presence, just as an Eagles and a P250 across the board for Elite here, Afterparty should be good for their 11th on the board. Molotov dropped towards short as Darty forced further back into this A-bomb site. The onslaught begins. The pistols start things off. Darty catches the headshot eventually onto the side of Magila. Molotovs rain on down, and everyone is forced off this bomb site. Adonis spams through the smoke, does actually do great damage to the Orpa, but Pierre finds 2 frags of his own. Hayes spamming on through, can't quite catch anybody with a P250. Koita goes down to Pierre. Hayes looks to find one more, but it will be VaneJ with the AWP. Adonis cut down before he can... In fact, no, he does find the Orpa, but Monkey prevents him from doing any further damage. 12 to 11 now on the side of Elite, but Afterparty, they are continually catching up with this CT side. Yeah, I thought after Darty again starts things off strong with an Eagle, there could have been more potential in this round, but no, Fier, lovely double. And finding the one onto Koita as well is just adding insult to injury. I seem to be saying Darty's name a lot, but it is Koita who is statistically performing better, has a lot less deaths, and a lot more kills to show for it. Adonis, Darty, Koita, and Stitch, all of them showing up exactly where they need to, but Hayes going 7 and 15 has been a bit of a disappointment for the squad here. Elite really need another man to show up for them right now, because sometimes it does feel a little bit 5v4-ish, and they're surviving purely off of hero plays. Afterparty, though, they are all roughly showing up to the same capacity. VaneJ a little bit lackluster on the AWP at times, which could be something to be improved, preferably sooner rather than later, as it is round number 24 here, and they are fighting for their tournament lives. But yeah, the overall summary for Afterparty is that they are doing better as a squad. Now the BXQ will be coming on in. Hayes drops a Molotov on over, but Adonis already goes down. Magila, lovely double entry, beautifully done. Great setup by his team as well. And oh my goodness, what an op shot there from Main J. Exactly what he needs to get his confidence back into the swing of things here. 5 versus 2 situation now. And Afterparty are now in the after plant. Can they continually cling on to the state of things here? Stitch will bang a frag onto Philzas. That will be an AK saved over. A bit of a mistake and overextension there. Nobody to trade him either. Koita, in the meantime, sits patiently towards Pitt. And he's going to get a freebie onto Pierre. That's a bit of a problem. Magila finds his 3rd in the round. Yeah, great round from Magila, but Koita will not go down to that grenade. It won't explode in time and only does 2 damage. 12-12 now, though. That's the equalizing round. And after a 4-round-in-a-row streak from Afterparty, things are looking pretty dicey for Elite. And look at that fantastic double entry from the main man himself. And my good lord, Main J's shot readjustment through the smoke is just incredibly spicy. Round number 25 now, and it's just 4 Beagles and an A1S. Pierre starts things strong. Stitch goes down. Philzas finds 1-2. And now a 5v3 ensues. Is this the crumbling of Elite? And as soon as I say that, oh my god, Magila, what the hell are you doing? Doesn't check car. Philzas doesn't manage to clear it either. And as soon as I say that, we're straight back into a very competitive round. Main J coming in through middle. Has Monkey in support. That's a good grenade going over the top there. Hayes down to a measly 29. Flashbang rains over the top, though, and that will give a good insight as to where our man of Koita is hiding. Koita, though, does catch the headshot onto Main J, who's had a pretty rough performance so far. But Monkey looks to flush him out with a Molotov. Bags the frag. Now last alive is Hayes. 29 HP. Monkey should know that he's low, and he's going to go in with a deagle. Great frag. Great round for Monkey once again. A 2k to his tally. And Afterparty, they found themselves a 13-12. And for the first time in quite some time, it is the Afterparty squad leading the charge. 13-12. I did not think we'd be at a scoreline like this at this late stage of the game, but here we are, ladies and gents. The madness continues. After such a mess caused by not getting Koicha checked in time, it's all recovered by the main man, Monkey. Cheeky as the Monkey he impersonates, but Hayes now finally getting an entry frag as Monkey kills on Stitch. Has to be forced away though, 25 HP and an AWP. Would not have survived that grenade through the double doors. Good falling back opportunity seized. And this means in round number 26. It is still a 4v4 situation. Darty, though, he's come to join the B-bomb site defense here, and we know how deadly this man can be. Starts to spray down, finds the first, finds the second. That's rather drastic for Afterparty. And they do manage to retrieve the bomb, but Pierre, my god, the health is low, and so is Monkey. 2v4, and if they manage to pull this round out the bag, it will be nothing short of a miracle for the T's. Such a hard-fought game here on Dust 2 so far. Now the silence is deadly. Brilliant spray down from Darty. Nice entry from Hayes. Still a lot more to offer his team as the man of Hayes. And if he can offer continual entries like the ones he found on A-Long, then this could very well be an elite win. The Kosovo side versus what I believe to be a Lithuanian mix. As Monkey messes about with his crosshair, but he's not going to will anybody to run into it there. Seems to be Monkey doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. A name I'm constantly bringing up. Fier doing a cracking job as well. Koita, 24 in 14. He slipped under the radar a couple of times for me here. He's putting up a menacing show. The 27th round of play, the spray comes in, but it's not going to land. Timer ticks away, and Afterparty Elite both know how much is on the line here. Both playing incredibly nervous. No more fun aggression like we saw on the side of Inferno from Afterparty. Darty now self-boosting himself above this smoke. Will Afterparty check his position? They certainly will. That's a nice entry from J. Monkey as well, trying to help out for this B split. Good flashbang rains on through, but all four players, they're running up at once. If they all swing together, there's no chance they lose this. Magila catches the first ditch. Oh, he makes a scoping noise. Foolish mistake, and Fier will catch his head. Now 14 on the board for Afterparty, and it will be Elite looking to equalise once again. Their money's not in a great place. Koita and Hayes, they know they need to save so they can drop over to teammates. And that bomb, it's gone down on B with not a single casualty for Afterparty. So again, their economy is giving some breathing space. This game could not be closer. It's a continual game of back and forth, an endless flurry of firefights, and it's never certain who will come out on top. Noddle, in theory, the favourite is Elite here, but Afterparty, they're putting up an incredible fight. And Koita, another lovely frag onto Monkey, does mean, I believe, the loss of an AWP. But still, 14 to 13, and Afterparty, they continue to lead the charge. And in terms of fan favourite, it's definitely Elite, the pride of Kosovo here. I've not seen a single mention of Afterparty in chat the whole evening since their game against Barnan and ours. I've seen a lot of people very eager for Elite to do something in this bracket. A lot of people cheering for Elite to make the playoffs. But the fan favourites I've seen in this tournament so far very rarely seem to make a dent in towards playoffs. But Darty certainly does make a dent, a rather sizable one into the defences of the T's. Magila catches Darty on the trade though, and we're back to the 4v4 again. Bomb dropped outside of B, which means Monkey does need to be careful. But I like the amount of faith they put in him not to go down, because he's not been particularly unsensible this game. Instead, he has been a lifeline for this T side. Now it looks as if, again, Afterparty want to try their luck at A. The smokes are starting to be lined up, and the split is going to be performed. J. Oh, the timing is ugly there. The AWP almost clips him on his way past. Monkey now ready to flash out his teammate in towards A long. The flash comes through, but I do not think that Hayes is blinded. Instead, Koichi goes down, and Filzas catches Hayes off guard. Stitch dancing around the bomb site. Will claw one back, gets laid by the AWP, now back to the 2v2. Stitch has to time this one perfectly, and the Molotov forces him into the crosshairs of Filzas himself. Adonis now holding the cross, isn't going to be able to catch anybody as the double smoke comes on in. Monkey planting for long means he has every advantage. As Adonis pushes in through CT, they now have all the information that they need. Unknown sits patiently behind Carr and Adonis. He looks towards long. Monkey doesn't even need the support from Carr. Catches a frag either way. 15 to 13 now for Afterparty. They find match point. The CT's economy is in a dangerous place. They're not going to be able to afford full util on the back of everybody. In fact, Hayes, he has to go for a UMP. Doesn't have a speck of utility on him. Darty can drop a flashbang over, but I don't know if he's realised that just yet. And Magila. Magila always seems to be a menace in these rounds, and J, despite being on 2 HP, catches a crucial frag, and oh no, Darty already down to 12 points of health. Things are looking shaky here for Elite, ladies and gentlemen. This could very well be the final round of play. Lots of presence towards A-Long. Adonis takes the fight with Magila. Magila's clinging onto a breath of life for the time being. The Molotov in towards Pit is going to be substantial. In fact, it doesn't quite make it to Pit, which is even more beneficial as it forces Adonis backwards. And leaves Stitch unable to play bait and switch. But they do still know exactly where Magila is. The spam fire comes on through. Magila just has to play this one safe, play this one carefully, and hope that his team makes enough noise elsewhere for him to be able to escape. But no, Adonis... Excuse me, Adonis swings on in, and down goes Magila. The show must go on. Fier catches Koita, Stitch will trade things back. 4 versus 3, make that 3 versus 3 as Philbas catches another absolutely crucial frag. And look at this, the CTs have been completely locked out of this safe bomb site. With this 3v3, desperation sets in for the side of Elite. They know they need to kill everybody and get that defusing in this crucial round. Philzas pushes his way down towards short though, and Dardy on just the UMP. He still has so much more than just a thinking it's not going to be happening. Hayes though bags a double, a huge round from the man. And Hayes, he's going to catch himself a triple. Oh my goodness me, what a time to show up to the server. The man who was quiet for the majority of the entire map has now saved his teammates at the last possible moment. Elite, they pick up 14, and Monkey does have enough money to drop over at least one of his teammates by up and up for himself in tow. But my goodness gracious me, Afterparty, how do they let that one slip? How do they let Hayes get a 3K like that? Oh my good lord, my voice is slowly starting to tremble. No doubt Elite are trembling as well. Afterparty, the buy, it's not spectacular. They are missing a lot of utility. Monkey, again, he's able to drop a flash over. I'm not sure if he's fully aware of it with the new update being, new. But Afterparty, they're going to give it all they've got. A technical pause has been called. And this will give at least both of the teams some breathing room. And yes, if Elite lose this one, they will not be making the playoffs. Whoever wins this match will be heading through to the playoffs. Whoever loses will be going home with nothing. Eliminated from the tournament. And as the technical pause continues to ensue, we are left in suspense whilst we can only guess as to what's happening in the camp right now. Very, very intense rounds to have a technical pause called in. Again, it does give everybody some breathing room, but it also allows the nerves to foster themselves, to deep root themselves, cause more problems than they're worth. So much on the line. So much down to a single round of play here. Can Elite pull it back to an overtime? Arguably a stronger buy, orb in tow, plenty of utility. Something that Afterparty is significantly lacking in here. Is my voice going to hold out for another round? I sure do hope so. I've just checked my cup and it is absolutely empty, bone dry. But this round cannot afford to be bone dry for the side of Elite, especially in terms of frags. After a huge collaborative effort from Afterparty to claw things back on this T side and actually pull ahead into the lead, Elite are still no doubt trembling in their boots. They've witnessed the full force of Afterparty here, and they know that they need to put them in their place as soon as possible. They need this overtime. There is so much relying on this overtime for Elite here. Their playoff spot, the support from their fans. Even the ability to retain the title of Elite rather than second best. Monkey, peering down top mid, isn't going to spot anything just yet. Hayes, Koita, both stacked in towards CT spawn. Rotations drawn in. 3 players have their eyes on the prize on B, but now surely they hear this presence towards B, towards A short. Don't know why the T's are choosing to go back on themselves here, though. Koita is on the AWP over towards A long. But obviously they can't know this. They had this planned out perfectly. They had the opportunity to go A, but they waste it. And now with that timer ticking down, we could well be looking at an overtime here. They're leaving things very, very late. They've used up so much of their utility. huge misplay in my opinion, and now they're going for the B split. In fact, not even the B split, just the wrap through middle. Fier with an incredible frag to find onto the head of Hayes. Adonis does claw things back though, still a 4v4, no man advantage just yet. And as they run up towards this B bomb site, there's tick damaging the Molotovs. Adonis and Darty, they're clinging onto the site. But look at this from Philzas, they've overwhelmed the B bomb site defenders. It's now a 3v2. The bomb will be going down in a very tough position for Elite to get to. And now as they come in, they're going for a wrap, they're going for a split. Koita gets an excellent frag onto Monkeys. He gets a little bit overextensive, far too over-aggressive, in fact, for this level of play. Flashbang over the top. Koichi gives up his position, and Stitch is still coming in through the back lines. Oh no, it's all down to Philzas now. Philzas is going to get his head taken off, and ladies and gentlemen, on the last map of the day, we are going to be going to overtime. What a throw at the end there from Afterparty. An overextension from Monkey. And just, Philzas unable to capitalize. Fier far too overextended again in his own positioning. They just need to tuck and hold. It's just, it's a rough one. Afterparty know they should be going through right now to the playoffs. But instead they have to play another overtime. Very, very evenly matched teams here. Both of them deserve a spot in the playoffs. That much has been proven by the level of Counter-Strike performed here. But now after Party are unable to win things out in regulation, will they be able to close things out in overtime instead? Koicha, my God, the man's on fire. 28-16, already entering. Lovely USB one tap to seal the deal. Darty as well catches. Oh no, Vanejay. They're slowly crumbling on the side of Afterparty. They're playing frantically. They're not playing together. There's no trades. They're getting pulled to pieces. Elite, they desperately want this. How much are they going to be able to achieve? Hayes catches ahead of Fier, and now it's all falling apart for Afterparty in this first round of overtime. Philzas as well, dancing around a dangerous game as Stitch sits behind the A-long doors. Philzas has no idea, but even if he does kill Philzas, it's still going to be a 4v2. If he doesn't, it's even worse. The dink comes in unknown. Or Philzas just about sets things straight. And it's a nice kill from Monkey. But again, there's no bomb. 50 seconds on the clock, and look at the run that Philzas is going to have to make. And he has to hope that it's uncontested as well. Oh, surely he doesn't go B here. Oh, no, surely he does not go to the B-bomb site. Well, that's exactly what Hayes has gone to investigate here, it seems. As Monkey will be pushing down Catwalk here. Philzas, this is where you need to go and get that bomb plant. You do not need to aggress into middle here. Plant safe. And allow some time for your teammates to come in and help. And Monkey will find another frag onto Hayes. Oh my good God. There's no way that Elite can throw away a 5v2, surely. Monkey dashes across in towards lower tunnel. Chucks a Molotov behind him to deny any presence. And Molotov comes in through double doors as well. God, he's going to be pushing straight on through. He's going to catch the first man down. Monkey now left in a 1v2. Finds a first. Down goes Darty. Monkey, 39 points of health versus Adonis on 100. And Adonis, that is a brutal Molotov. The bomb diffuser's coming in, and Monkey knows he can't do a thing. And oh no! What a way to end the round. All picked up for Monkey, his signature weapon thus far. But my God, that's a frustrating round there for Monkey. He does so damn well. But it's just not enough. His teammates, they just throw themselves like Muppets at the enemy with no opportunity of trade. Philzas, Monkey, they try their damn best, but it's not going to be enough. Elite instead, what a lovely little sneaky clutch. And a great decision to throw the Molotov towards tunnels there. That completely secures him the round in the end and continues this onslaught into overtime number 1. Spam comes down. Nothing will connect. Darty takes a little bit of chip damage in towards double doors, but Monkey is the man to do the first serious damage. Koicha goes down, the absolute hero for this Elite side, tugging them into an overtime, kicking and screaming. As the smoke settled towards this A bomb site, utility rained on down. Rains in from the heavens. Hayes caught off by a Molotov. Peeks it anyway. Oh my good God. Hayes with a huge 2K, almost a triple spray down. And now as the retake comes in, Darty edges into the backline. Finds one, finds two, finds almost a third. Monkey 1v3 now with an AWP. Full blinded, completely trapped on the bomb site. What can he possibly do here? And the answer is nothing. My voice is slowly crumbling, as so are Afterparty. There's no Afterparty here. They're getting sent straight home. The Pouncers kicked them out of the club, and Elite, they're striving for this overtime spot. For this playoff spot, sorry. Monkey back on in, doing his various antics, but again, it's just not enough from the man. His team are putting up a disappointing showing in this overtime. We've not seen something from Magila in a very long time, and it's obviously crushing. J, disappointing performance too. They weren't able to close it in regulation despite everything being in their favor. They had a perfect 2-on-2 scenario, a 3-on-2 in fact, but they just overextend. So much has gone wrong, so much to do better, and no time to correct any of it. Bomb now picked up, and they frantically head back towards middle on the side of Afterparty. Darty looks to go in for a frag, and Fier will fall to his mighty. Okay, excuse me, I'm running out of breath, I'm running out of vocal cord. 5v4, Darty, the flash ensues, but Monkey trades on back whilst full blinded. 4v3 ensues for the side of Elite. And everything happening here is just as intense as it's ever been. J finally picks off Stitch, and now we're back to the 3v3. They have no idea where the last remaining T's are. They know there's one on B. They predict there's one on A. But now there's one edging up short, and that will be Hayes. Monkey, god damn, that's a nice headshot. But 3v2 still ensues, and they've lost harder rounds before. Monkey catches another one on the entry towards the A bomb site, and this should be said and done for the third round of the first overtime here. Now Adonis edges his way back in from CT spawn. A great flashbang comes on through, and now the peak edges up. J desperately buying time as the rest of his team are looking to peek on in. Monkey's head just goes unnoticed. He swings back round, but Adonis is not fast enough. 17-16 now as Elite switch back onto the T side. And Afterparty, they're clinging on to a thread at this point. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying this thrill ride of a series. I see a couple of you have emerged back into chat for this overtime race. The space race between Afterparty and Elite. Kosovo versus Lithuania for their spot in the playoffs. My goodness, what a time we've had of it so far. Innumerable flashbangs raining on through, but no one pushing off the back of them just yet. As I say that, Magila sacrifices himself to Koicha. Very much unnecessarily. Now Elite, they're looking to put that 18th on the board. Fier edges his way down the staircase here in B lower tunnels, and Hayes in a bit of a predicament here, but no longer, as Fier will go down to the prowess of the AK-47. And oh no, that's caused a rotate over towards his B bomb site. Finally, Monkey realizes his mistake and narrowly avoids getting one clipped through the smoke. And I do believe that Elite are going to be putting 18 up on the board here, especially with that kill coming through. Monkey's in the danger zone with the USP. My God, how does he find that frag? But it's a 2 versus 4 situation, and Afterparty are now fighting for overtime number 2. Elite on the flip side, they're fighting for the 19th, and it's very much within their grasp. Philzas making up for former failures. Catches the first, but not the second. Darty still devious in his repositioning. And now we find ourselves again at a match point, ladies and gents. Could this be the end of the line for Afterparty? Or are Elite gonna fumble their lines right at the last moment? Adonis smoked down towards Xbox as a double Molotov comes in from Afterparty on a long, but Stitch, a brutal entry onto Fier as he waits patiently in lower B tunnels. Stitch and Darty, they continue to edge forward, and Afterparty know this is a brutal situation for them to be in. If they give up another man, there is almost zero chance of them clinging this round across the line. Bilzas chucks a Molotov down in towards middle. And no, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final opportunity for this group to make playoffs. The winner of Elite versus Afterparty will proceed, and the loser, will be sent home. They'll be relegated from the entire tournament. And now Magila, he's switching things up by standing on top of the boxes. But Elite, as if they can peek without a flashbang, this is an incredibly risky position to put yourself in, and quite a stupid one as well. Stitch looking like he's about to line up a flashbang for himself. Is now readying himself up with the rest of the Elite squad. Magila, though, does rechange his position, now edging ever closer towards short. And now he's just... Oh, no, he's dropped off the angle. In towards CT now. Does drop a smoke, continues to buy some time. 33 seconds left on the clock, and Monkey here cannot afford to go down to Adonis here, but he will. Adonis hits a great headshot, and this should be the signal for Elite to start pushing on through. Bilzas gets the dink, not the frag, and oh no, it's a 2 versus 5, ladies and gentlemen. Magila knows he needs to try and even up the numbers, but he misses the shot. Oh no, VJ last alive. It's a 1v5, ladies and gentlemen. Elite have done it. VJ's on the wrong bomb site. There's 10 seconds left to plant. They get the bomb down, and the retake is coming on in, but one man, no utility, just a kit and an A1S. He might find the first frag onto Hayes, and yes, he does, but there's still 4 left to find. They know exactly where he is. The flashbangs already got down, and ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We are done for the evening. Elite are going to win 19-16, and my God, Afterparty, they threw at the 15-14 scoreline. They ended up in overtime, and they lose